ASC finds that creating opportunities for volunteering, including the various events that are held throughout the year, helps to bring families together. Volunteering creates a strong awareness of the world around us. We appreciate the value of charities and educational institutions that help us connect with our community.
Aramco Services Company has been a generous supporter of the museum for a number of years. So their first contribution for Arts of the Islamic World was for the treasures of the Mughal Empire. In December of 2013, the museum will host a very significant exhibition called The Roads of Arabia. For the first time, you will see the artistic heritage of Saudi Arabia from 3000 BC through to the 17th century.
Volunteering is important because that's the one time I have to actually do something for the community, for my company, and for people who really need it. When Aramco provides the vehicle for volunteering, it's easy to jump on and say yes. So you meet different kind of people, different departments, but you all have the same common goal, volunteering and helping.
In addition to creating awareness about environmental and social issues, ASC promotes volunteerism to its employees and their families and friends. The volunteer events that ASC organizes throughout the year are instrumental in bringing families and friends together for a good cause.
Our relationship with Aramco Services is a great one. They come out and volunteer once a year for us. They really enjoy the volunteering aspect. We really want to continue that partnership and grow that partnership with Aramco Services. The volunteer hours that Aramco Services employees and other companies provide, we value those partnerships so much because they make such a difference.
Our mission is to further science education, so everything that we do centers around science. And it's education not just for children, but also for adults. One of the most fun places that we have actually is the Weiss Energy Hall, and we're really grateful for the company for everything that it can do for us. And what it helped us do with the Weiss Energy Hall was it helped us bring it more up to date with different types of things inside of it that are more interactive. Because what we find is when students are at their desk or looking through a book, it's a static form of education. But if you can immerse a child, or an adult for that matter, into an environment that's completely surrounding them, they're much more apt to take part in it and to ask the question why. If we can get people to ask why, we know that they're on the road to becoming better educated about that subject. Our museum is very excited to be able to partner with Aramco on this project. We needed to wait for the right partner, and certainly Aramco was more than generous to step in and help us with this. Because what we found is that students in several different school districts are testing lower in energy and energy concepts than we would like that to be. And so since our focus is energy education, Aramco kind of came to our rescue and said, you know, we've got the funds, we can make this happen.
Our mission at Trees for Houston is to plant, protect, and promote trees throughout the Houston region. Aramco Services Company, their generosity allows us to accomplish things that simply would not get done otherwise. With the help of companies like Aramco Services, Trees for Houston was not only able to plant thousands of new trees, perhaps more importantly, we were able to save tens of thousands more that would have otherwise been lost due to the drought. Without volunteer labor, we would get in approximately half of the trees we do every year. Last year, that was 40,000 trees. We would cut that in half if it weren't for the volunteer labor of companies like Aramco Services. At Trees for Houston, in the future, we look to continue to use our volunteer plantings to beautify our neighborhoods, streets, trails, parks, but also to grow enough trees in a large enough scale that we can provide every tree needed throughout the city. The volunteer component and the fundraising component from people like those at Aramco Services are crucial to that success.
The Galveston Bay Foundation, our mission is to preserve, protect, and enhance the habitats of Galveston Bay for now and into posterity. We're a small organization with really big ambitions, and all of the work that we do is focused on help that we get from volunteers and partnering organizations. We take our recycled oyster shell that's been sun bleached for at least 6 months and place it into mesh bags, and those mesh bags are hung off of piers, bulkheads, and boathouses. in and around Galveston Bay. We couldn't do gardening programs like this. I couldn't go and hang 100 oyster bags off of piers all around Galveston Bay. Partnering with organizations and partnering with homeowners like this provides us with locations, it provides us with manpower. After 3.5 months of volunteer monitoring, we were able to place that shell out onto this reef pad today, and hopefully we'll be able to continue doing it in the future, and it'll provide habitat and better water quality in this area.
The Houston Marathon Committee incorporates green initiatives as well as recycling programs throughout Marathon weekend. We feel proud to sponsor an event that promotes waste reduction.
The Houston Marathon Committee is going on its 41st year of inception. We raise approximately $2.5 million annually for charity. We have an economic impact of over $50 million, and there's so many human interest stories through charity and through personal reasons why people participate, that being a part of it is extremely rewarding and something I enjoy very much. Aramco Services Company's role as a sponsor of the Aramco Houston Half Marathon is so vitally important to us. We are approaching 10 years of a partnership together that began with 1,500 to 2,000 participants. That's now going to be in excess of 13,000 registrants. We're very excited. It's probably going to be the biggest Aramco Houston Half Marathon ever.